Hello, hello. How my thinking leads to eating. Hey, Heather, I've been listening to this information for a while now. How long does it take to get it? And that is a totally lower brain thing, right? So your lower brain is seeking out to fix the problem. This is a problem that needs to be fixed. And what we have to keep in mind is it takes as long as it takes. This chatter that we're talking about here in the series has been going on since you were very young. You might have always falsely believed it was you. You might have always listened to it. There's a lot of deep, worn, habitual loops that you probably fall into because of it. You're going to have to be super compassionate and kind with yourself as you parse through this information. Now, what I want to be clear on, and this is another thing a lower brain does, it tries to skip over doing the work. It wants to create shortcuts for you to where it'll say, oh yeah, we already heard this. No. So as a teacher, I'm going to tell you the truth is a lot of times you'll hear words coming out of my mouth, and you could recite those words maybe even. But to get it on a deeper level, to see it inside of yourself, to be able to identify your lower brain voice and how it shows up for you, and to be able to talk back to it requires a totally different set of skills than just hearing information, okay? And that's what I really want to encourage you to think about. I had 2 clients I've been working with between 4 to 6 months now. I have been helping them with this one-on-one. We'll spend lots of time talking on the phone together. I'm explaining it to them. They say they understand. They keep falling into the same pit. They start watching my videos. They start reading books I recommend. Then, strangely, for these 2 individuals on the same week, they both Voxer me and say, hey, I actually think I'm getting it now. And it's been 4 to 6 months later. That's a lot of intensive help with this. And they finally are starting to get it. Like, it was a really big epiphany for my client. She's like, and for the first time, I'm actually even seeing my weight go down. Like, she could finally talk back to that lower brain. She was finally able to do it. But it took so many Passovers before it really resonated. And resonation, like something resonating with you, is not the same as having heard high level information, right? Like, to really understand something, to be able to explain it to another person in depth, to be able to identify it for yourself. So I want you not to give up hope. I don't want you to think, oh my gosh, I watched all Heather's videos and I'm still struggling. Yes, you will be. It's not going anywhere. It's going to be there till the day you die. Your job is to learn to manage it. So what I want to encourage you to do, whether it takes you 6 months, a year, 2 years, keep pecking away at this. But here's what I tell my community members too, because I have the 6 steps to success in the Half Size Me community, which is me explaining this in webinars. It's me showing them with certain videos that would be helpful to support it. I don't want to put this on a play loop for you because I don't want it to be background noise. I want you to be interactive with the PDF. I want you to sit down, pay attention, and then I want you to be able to go inward and find it for yourself. That's where the magic happens. Like, hearing the messages, watching the videos, listening to the community webinars, awesome. But you've got to go and say, okay, how does it show up for me? What can I start to work on? You're going to have to actually do something with the knowledge, or it's just going to stay the way it is. Like, high level knowledge is great, but you've got to put it into application. So this is why I encourage you, you don't want to give up. Keep moving forward. It takes as long as it takes. The lower brain is wanting a lot of times just to gloss over stuff that it thinks it already knows to save you time and effort, make things easier on you. But the truth is, this is not one of those areas you want to do that. You want to actually become more self-aware, see how it shows up for you, and actually put some of this stuff into application. And know that it just takes what it takes. Sometimes I'll talk to a client about it months and months and months. Finally, they have a breakthrough where they go, oh my gosh, I get it. Other clients, I say it a certain way and it just resonates right away. It depends on the person. And the thing you want to keep in mind, if you've always had good intentions to do things to improve the quality of your life, but you kept seeing yourself coming up against this voice in your head that persuades you not to do it or to do things that are counterproductive. This work is for you, 100%. Because, and even if you go, well, I don't hear a voice, but I still keep doing it, then it originated from your lower brain voice. And we cover that in another video. Just because you don't hear chatter in your head doesn't mean it doesn't exist. The habitual loop exists. So I hope this video helps. I know so many people want to be quote unquote fixed right away. Once you understand or hear this information, it should just be easy to apply. It's not. It's going to take effort and time to do, but whether it's 6 months, 2 years, it doesn't matter. If you start to get this together for yourself, it can start to change how you show up, how you run your life, and you will start to make such better progress in all areas, not just weight loss and health. It'll show up for work, it'll show up for your relationships. So I just want to encourage you, don't get discouraged. It takes the amount of time it takes. And every time you hear that in your head, you say, you know what, we're not going to go there. We're going to keep identifying, keep working at this, keep learning, keep talking back until I can make it to where I'm getting a little further down the line of where I want to go. You guys have a great day. Please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon.